I loved in this part when at Michael Twitty, he started talking about the soul food and everything. And I think that was more towards the end of the second episode, and how these people, this is something that's been passed on. That's how it kept going. That's how we train. That's how the food can never die, the soul can never die. And that kind of brings me to a point of when we were talking about single thread. What is a person really paying for when they dine? Are they really thinking about what goes into it, the lineage, for lack of better words, to get to this point of the food in front of them? And where is the line drawn between, and I think we talked a little bit, between that appropriation and creation part when you're tapping into all of those different cultures?
I think that a couple of ways, at least I kind of want to think through your question, Brian, is that number one, what are you paying for? Now, a lot of times people, I don't know about you, Brian, will ask me, like, what's the best meal you ever had in your life?
Yes.
Right? And the decisions that are being made, at least for me, when people ask me that question is, what are you willing to invest? Time and money.
Yep.
Those two things are going to help, I think, unpack that question to give you a much more singular answer. Now, once again, if anybody didn't listen to part one of this, what Brian was commenting on was the dinner that both he and I had at Single Thread, which is a 3 Michelin star restaurant. And Brian has been a student of Chef Kyle, for many good years, and they continue to be very, very good friends. And I think that everybody in the space that evening got, number one, a solid meal, but I think maybe, Brian, you and I got a little bit more extra attention just based on your relationship. And I had to hitchhike along with that sort of extra sort of love that was given to that of the table, right? But what did we pay for? One thing that we had paid for was just beyond just the scope of just food costs and labor. But one of the things that we're also paying for is Chef Kyle's knowledge, of hundreds of years of Japanese cuisine being distilled down into a singular meal and experience. The last time that we were together, Brian and I had shared that there was one singular bite of salmon that both of us had.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. Now, the salmon was so incredibly beautiful in terms of how it was consumed. I mean, just in terms of its preparation, both Brian and I could not decipher if it was cooked or if it was raw.
Wow.
Why with this? Wow. Because it just disintegrated on our palates. Where I'm going with this is that we were paying for Chef Kyle's journeys to Hokkaido to learn from this indigenous tribe. After we had the bite, and number one, also, Chef Kyle came over and explained how this dish was made. I don't think anybody else that evening got that story. So it's cool to kind of at least have that little bit of background that's really enhanced our sort of, commentary on it. But one of the things that I said to Brian is that I doubt that anybody in America understands this technique.
Yeah.
That's what I'm paying for. All right.
Yeah.